outdoors. If this is your first time watching, boy, are you in for a treat. You're definitely going to want to take time right now to hit the subscribe button because you're not going to want to miss any of the other great outdoor reviews and fishing and hunting adventures that you'll see on this channel. Today we're going to be talking about a great product that I've probably been using for about a year now. It's Buck Stik. What in the world is a Buck Stik and why do you need it? We're going to talk all about it today. The Buck Stik, it comes in this tube. It's got kind of a cool sticker here. But what in the world is it? This is a Buck Stik. It's got a nice metal foot handle. This goes into the ground and these snap together. Just like this. And it's got leaves up here. And what I suggest when you get it, you bang them out. But what you do is you stick this thing in the ground. And what we got here is we got these funky looking ropes up here. What are these ropes for? They're an interactive rope. This is where the deer, this is basically what I can explain this product is from using it and doing testing and seeing everything, because I looked at it and I thought, what in the world is this product? This product is basically like a communication post for the deer that you'll be out chasing or on your property. You want to figure out what deer are on your property or what kind of bucks you have out there, or you want to do some doe management, you're going to want a Buck Stik, because these things work. And they work not only pre-rut, rut, and post-rut, they work year-round. Now, this is why they work. It's these chemicals right here. And this one right here is the preorbital. The preorbital, you just take a squirt or two and you spray it up on the leaves and maybe just rub a little bit here right on the interactive ropes. This is where the deer's up here hitting their nose and kind of just touching. Now, if you watch anything and you look at trail camera pictures and you do any kind of stuff out in the field, deer do a lot with scent and they mark stuff. It's kind of like a pecking order. They do a lot of that stuff. Right here is where you're going to use the forehead. That's number 2. Just a squirt or two, a little bit on here. And you're going to rub it on this spot right here. This is where the deer comes in and does this with their head. This is where they're going to be kind of rubbing. And see, a lot of people don't know this, but there's also a third spot. And we have a foam pad down here on the bottom of the Buck Stik. And this down here is number 3, the interdigital. And if you kind of, what I can explain it like, if you haven't watched a lot of this out in the field, and you will see it with a Buck Stik. They're kind of like how cats rub around your legs and leave their scent. Deer brush their legs along here, and there's another scent spot that works. This thing used like this with these 3 glands, and you put this in a transition or a funnel zone where deer are, you're going to be amazed with the deer that come on your property and that you see. And once they start hitting this thing, what I've realized is guess who's refreshing it for you? Because when the deer's up here licking and hitting with their forehead and then down in here and brushing the bottom, they're refreshing this communication Buck Stik for you. And it works great. You can stay out of the field longer, you can watch your cameras, and you can figure out what target bucks you're going to go after, because when I was using this a lot, I found deer that I didn't even know exist. They came out and showed themselves instead of going around some of the cameras in other spots where I had them. when there was a communication post because they wanted to make sure to let them know, hey pal, I'm the big daddy in town. Also, Buck Stik has a number 4. It's a tarzol. It's a 90% doe tarzol, 10% dominant buck urine. This one here would be the one that you'd want to use during the rut. Later of the pre-rut and into the rut. This one right here, you can see pictures of bucks that come in and smell this and know that a doe's in heat and a buck's following her, and they've been hitting this communication post. There's actually pictures where they're lay right at this post and they say, all right, pal, I'm waiting for you. There's a lot of great products at Buck Stik. These right here will be out for 2019. These are the tarzol beads. These right here you'd put on a scrape. And as you do this, they're kind of like a little plastic ball. And they got that tarzol. When a buck comes into a scrape and it's rubbing, it'll break open a couple of these things and they keep refreshing it. Now they're smelling that tarzol and they're actually reactivating their own scrape and they don't know they're doing it. This is the original Buck Stik right here. Also for 2019, they have a cedar and a pine Buck Stik. And the excited thing that we're going to be excited about in testing is those of you that know about chocolate racks. We're thinking the pine is injected in here with the pine sap. And with those bucks coming in and rubbing on this, leaving their scent, we're predicting you're going to be able to use those in places and be able to get some chocolate racks, maybe where you don't have indigenous trees such as pine or the cedar. So a lot of great products at Buck Stik. Look in the links below so you can click across to www.buckstik.com. Also check Buck Stik out on Facebook. If you have any questions about Buck Stik, the bearded redneck's been using Buck Stik, and if you saw my 2018 bow kill with my buck and also my doe, they both came into the Buck Stik products. We don't promote stuff unless we believe in them. This right here is probably one of the coolest products I've seen in the last decade as far as that actually helps hunters in the outdoors, not just helps their wallet get empty. It's pretty affordable. They're about $69.95, and some people go, it ain't worth it. But I guarantee you, the proof's in the pudding with this thing, and I always make the joke with people. If you don't want to use one of these, where are you hunting? Because I'll go lease the property next to you and I'll put out one of these and I'm going to go after your target buck and I'm going to call it across. Great product by the people over at Buck Stik. Go ahead and check them out. You're not going to regret doing it. Check out some of the testimonials, check out some of the videos, check out some of the pictures, or go to Robert Brewer Outdoors on the web or Facebook and check out the pictures, because we guarantee you, when it comes to this season, and we already got them out now, folks, we're going to be checking our Buck Stiks because this is the way of the future. One more thing. The great thing about using glands instead of urine is glands get better with age, kind of like wine or a good whiskey. Urines start breaking down in about 20 minutes. You want something that's going to last and you're going to be able to keep till the following year and it's going to keep getting better and better. You're going to want to start incorporating glands out there in your hunting situation, because the urines are the way of yesterday. Glands and what Buck Stik's doing is the way of the future. So come join the adventure with the bearded redneck. Get yourself a Buck Stik, and we'll see you next time when you tune in to another great video. You guys have a good evening.